Hey there, fellas. Welcome to week 13. Week 13 is here. Today is Thanksgiving. I want to take this time to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. It's been a fantastic day. We had turkey, we had ham, we had some good stuffing, we had some good, was it pumpkin cheesecake we had some pecan pie, apple pie, some Watergate salad, all kinds of good stuff, man. It was some good stuff. And as everybody knows, in the history of, well, not in the history of Thanksgiving, but since I've been alive, the Cowboys have just about played every single Thanksgiving day. So we have 3 ball games today. And I'm going to go ahead and do the preview right now, just to give you a little Week 13 preview. First matchup we're going to talk about, fellas, is the Corn-Fed Fatties and the Colorado Antlers. Now, Brandon, you got beat last week, but you know what? I think you got a good chance this week to do good things. Mark, you on the other hand, you got a lot of tough matchups. You got Luck, Frank Gore, Lamar Miller. Frank Gore hasn't really done too much for you here, bud. You got some people on your bench. You know, why not give them a chance? I mean, there's nothing left. There's nothing to lose. You got nothing to lose right now, Bubba. You're projected at 97, but who cares? Brandon, you're projected at 155, and you got Jimmy Graham in there who did well for you, but he didn't do enough for you to come back and win last week. I think you should replace Flacco with another quarterback, but that's just me. But anyway, good luck to you, gentlemen. The next matchup, I got Mike and me, Colorado Reapers and the Texas Cake Standers. I'm a little worried there, Bubba. You got Peyton Manning in there playing the Chiefs. I think they're at Mile High this time. I'm not sure. But hey, Le'Veon Bell, Bobby Rainey, Andrew Hawkins, Brandon LaFell. LaFell's been doing very well. Very surprised at that. Bennett, he's had a few good catches, tied in there for the Bears. They're playing Thanksgiving against the Lions, the Bears versus the Lions. And you got the Ravens defense, who been doing fairly well. They have. Projected at 133. I'm at 147. Of course, I'm going to start Forsett and DeMarco. Probably Tony, LaShawn McCoy. Depends on Larry Fitzgerald. I might not play him. I know I'm going to play T.Y. Hilton, of course, and Delaney Walker. I had Delaney Walker on the bench last week, but he scored more than my starting tight end did. But anyway, projection 147. That's the matchup between me and good old Mike, fellow Cowboy fan there. We're going to beat them Eagles tomorrow. All right, or today. How about that? Next matchup, Fairway Flyers and Buckeye Nation. Jonathan against Brian. Says here that you're starting Ryan Tannehill there. Jonathan, that's a good choice, I think. He's been doing really well, and I think they're only going to get better. Jarvis Landry is a good receiver for Miami, as well as Mike Wallace. He's got some potential. He really does, and I think he'll do well. So far, I think he's your best fantasy quarterback this year. Steven Jackson, I don't know why he still got him. Trent Richardson, he's okay. Dez, Julio, and Torrey Smith. Rob Gronk, definitely starters. For you, Brian, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, nothing to say about that. Giovanni Bernard, Alfred Blue, Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram's been coming out of a shell this year, fellas. Mark Ingram's been doing pretty good for the Saints. Too bad that his successes is not turning into wins for the Saints. They are tied for first place in the NFC South for, I think they're 4-7. Yeah, they're below 500, and they're tied for the lead of the South. It's horrible. Good kicker there, Justin Tucker, Baltimore Raven, also a Texas boy. So anyway, good luck to you, gentlemen. 131 to 121 is the projected final for that. Brian losing to Jonathan. Next matchup, we have the Hooligans and the Ass-Kicking Chickens. Rodney Muckenfoos, I'm at Rodney's house right now. We had Thanksgiving over here today. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Chris, I was talking to you on Facebook there yesterday for a little while. I'm glad that you and Chelsea and Cregan and Clay and Cregan, I don't know second boy's name. Crayson. That's it, Crayson. Anyway, I hope y'all are doing well on Thanksgiving. Drew Brees. Good for you there, Chris. Jamal, of course, but he's going against Denver. It'll be close. Fred Jackson, Vincent Jackson, Steve Smith. Steve Smith is doing good, especially first year at a new team, getting in a new offense. But how new does the offense have to be for receivers? You got your routes. As long as you know your routes, you match those routes up with the number and your assignment. Shouldn't be too hard of an adjustment. But anyway, Steve Smith, good for Sammy Watkins. Let's hope if he gets open for a touchdown, let's hope that he don't drop the ball or that he don't celebrate before he crosses the end zone line. It happens. And of course, you got the Bills defense. They're back in Buffalo this week. So maybe the snow will help them out. Got a city there that's sticking together and hoping for a win. As for you, Rodney, you got Tom Brady, who is playing against Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, playing at Lambeau. You got Ellington. Ellington's always a good starter there. Denard Robinson, DeAndre Hopkins, Megatron, and Golden Tate. Tim Wright, I see you're putting him in there. Tim Wright, good opposite side of the field, tight end to Gronk. So, hey, we'll see what happens there. Projection for that is 144 Hooligans, 127 ass-kicking Chickens. We'll see what happens, fellas. The last matchup we're going to talk about is Death by Taxes and Big Blue, the AFC top 2 seeds. And Big Ben is in the lineup for you, Dave. So is Foster. Hopefully he's back healthy and going to run a little bit. We don't know. Josh Gordon, who had a great comeback week. He did. Eddie Lacy, Emmanuel Sanders, we can't say anything bad about them two people. For you, Jeremy, Russell Wilson, C.J. Anderson. That's a good one there, bud. They're starting to run the ball a lot more. And now they're the Denver Broncos. They got a lot of weapons there on offense, of course. C.J. Anderson at running back, Monty Ball, he's okay. Hillman. They got a lot of good options that they can choose from. But C.J. Anderson's doing well for them. You got Marshawn Lynch, Odell Beckham Jr., the three-fingered monster. Jordy Nelson, Demaryius Thomas. I just tell you what, your team's ridiculous. Right now, the projection for that is Death by Taxes 147, the Big Blue World Champs 139. There it is, fellas. That is your Week 13 preview. As for this weekend, we got 3 games Thursday, and the rest are on Sunday and Monday. Guys, this is the last 2 weeks of the regular season. I stressed that in the recap last week. Get your stuff, start trying to figure out what players you're going to keep. I put a little note in there a couple weeks ago about the deadline for the players that you're going to keep for the year, for the off season. We'll see what happens there. Just make sure you start thinking about that right now. But anyway, Week 13 previews behind us, guys. Enjoy a nice weekend of football and enjoy the food that your friends and family are making. And I hope you enjoy watching the games. Guys, I love y'all. And happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you on Tuesday for Week 13 recap.